Two freezing, starving kids sat on a sidewalk while hundreds of people passed by. No one cared until a man stopped, handed them food, and told them 6 words they would never forget. Years later, when fate brought them together again, those same words would bring an entire courtroom to tears. The night was cold, the kind of cold that slices through thin jackets and hope alike. Downtown lights flickered over wet asphalt as people hurried by, clutching their coffee cups, pretending not to see what was right in front of them. 2 children, Amira, aged 9, and her little brother, Caleb, just 6, sat huddled beside a grocery store wall. Their faces were pale, their hands trembling, and their stomachs empty. They'd been homeless for weeks. Their mother had fallen sick and passed away, leaving them with nothing but a torn backpack and each other. As cars roared by, Amira whispered, "Don't cry, Caleb. I'll find us food tomorrow." Her brother wiped his tears. "But I'm so hungry." She pulled him close, wrapping her arms around him, whispering, "We'll be okay." But she didn't believe her own words. People walked past, some glanced, most didn't. A few tossed coins without looking, but no one stopped, until a deep, calm voice broke the silence. "You two hungry?" The kids froze. A tall black man in his 30s stood in front of them. His coat was worn but clean, his eyes tired but kind. He held 2 paper bags, takeout from a nearby diner. Amira stood quickly, shielding her brother. "We're fine, sir." The man crouched down, placing the bags beside them. "You don't have to be afraid. I used to sit right where you are now." The kids looked at him, confused. He smiled softly. "My name's Marcus. When I was your age, no one stopped for me either, but one man did. He gave me a sandwich and hope. Now it's my turn." He opened the bags. Warm steam rose, fried chicken, mashed potatoes, bread, and hot cocoa. The smell hit them like heaven. Caleb's eyes widened. "Is this for us?" Marcus nodded. "All yours." The boy grabbed the food, tears rolling down his cheeks. "Thank you, mister." Amira hesitated. "Why are you helping us?" Marcus looked at her gently. "Because someone once told me, never walk past someone you can help." The girl's lip trembled. "You're the only one who stopped." He smiled faintly. "Then I guess I was meant to." Marcus spent the next hour sitting with them, sharing stories, making them laugh, listening as they told him about their mom. When it was time to go, he gave Amira a folded card. "If you ever need help, come to this address. It's a shelter I work with." She nodded shyly. "Thank you, sir." As he walked away, she whispered to Caleb, "He's the first person who saw us." Life had changed, drastically. Thanks to that one night, Marcus helped the children get into a community shelter. From there, social workers helped place them in foster care. Amira studied hard. Caleb grew stronger. Marcus visited often, bringing them food, books, and encouragement. He became the father figure they'd never had. But one winter, tragedy struck again. Marcus was falsely accused of stealing from the same charity he volunteered for. A coworker had framed him, using his position and his race against him. The police arrested him. News spread fast. Amira, now 14, saw it on TV and burst into tears. "He didn't do this. He's the reason we're even alive." Caleb clenched his fists. "We have to help him." But they were just kids. No one listened. Still, Amira refused to stay silent. She wrote letters to everyone, the mayor, the media, even the district attorney. None responded. Until one day a young public defender named Sophie Reynolds called her. "Your letter moved me. I want to represent Marcus." Amira and Caleb attended every hearing. They watched as their mentor stood in court, calm, composed, and heartbroken. When asked why he volunteered so much, Marcus said quietly, "Because when you've known hunger, you never forget it. I just wanted to help others not feel what I once felt." But the evidence was against him. The coworker had doctored records. The judge seemed ready to convict. Then, just before the final hearing, something miraculous happened. Amira came running into the courtroom with a stack of old shelter files. She said, "I found it." Inside was a logbook, Marcus's handwriting, timestamps, and witness names, proving he wasn't even there when the money went missing. Sophie presented it to the judge. The courtroom went silent. Moments later, the judge declared, "Case dismissed. Mr. Reed, you are free to go." Tears flooded Marcus's eyes. Amira and Caleb ran to him, hugging him tightly. He whispered, voice shaking, "You found it. You saved me." Amira smiled through tears. "You saved us first." Marcus's story made headlines. Former homeless man vindicated by kids he once saved. He was offered a position to run the city's largest youth outreach program. Amira went to college on scholarship. Caleb started volunteering at the shelter where they'd first met Marcus. One sunny afternoon, they stood together outside the shelter, now renamed the Hope House, founded by Marcus Reed. Amira smiled at the golden plaque. "Looks perfect." Marcus looked at her, pride shining in his eyes. "You two were my purpose. When I gave you that food, I thought I was saving you. Turns out you were saving me." Caleb grinned. "So are we even now?" Marcus chuckled. "Not a chance, kid. You still owe me a chicken dinner." They laughed together as children played around them. Music drifted from a nearby park, and the sun set over the city skyline. As Amira watched Marcus hand out food to a group of hungry kids, she whispered to Caleb, "You see, this is what kindness looks like when it grows up." He nodded, smiling. "It looks a lot like him." And for the first time since that freezing night years ago, they all felt full, not just in their stomachs, but in their hearts. Because kindness, once planted, never dies.
I am Liam, and trust me, the next HOA story is even worse. Subscribe now.